It's now 10:18 a.m. January 8th of 2026. And I have to make content however I can. When I first made PSN, I intended it to be like an extension of myself. My thoughts, my ideas, who I am, that kind of stuff. And one thing that I had to learn how to one thing I had to come to terms with as I grew older was to accept every part of myself, even the ugly and the uncomfortable ones. I don't make I don't make content like this a lot because I want to be productive, I want to be positive, I want to spread the energy that I would like to receive. But I guess I also want to be honest above all because you guys deserve honesty. Yeah, I am a firm believer that you get what you give to other people. Like you deserve what you give to other people, and that you should be the change that you want to see. And really what I want is to have a comfortable life, especially financially, doing what I love, as I imagine most people would like. I'm not asking for much, like to be a billionaire or whatever. I just want to earn enough money so I could live comfortably while I'm doing this. I know to some people it's just playing a game, or and like me, I to some people I'm asking to earn comfortably while playing a game. And yeah, I guess there is some truth to that, but what people don't realize is that um being a YouTuber or a content creator would require skills that allow you to engage an audience, reach a lot of people consistently, provide value consistently. And I don't think that's being rewarded enough. I have to work so much for so little. I've said this before in my other videos, but I think it needs to be said again because nothing has changed since then. It just so happens that my audiences are young and they don't have a job, nor should they be thinking about money or working. It's just that in general, life as a creative, I imagine this is the case for artists of all kinds. A lot of their time is spent looking for opportunities that are not guaranteed unless they go uh out of their way to create opportunities for themselves. And depending on how they do it, well, it's usually frowned upon. Like if they're being too aggressive or that they will do anything just to please people. Well, what else are we supposed to do as creatives? The system doesn't reward creativity. It rewards like productivity, um, blind grinding, being overworked and underpaid. That's what this system rewards. And I don't want that. I had a corporate job before I became a YouTuber. And no matter how hard I worked, I just think that I was never rewarded properly. And I don't just mean financially. I just mean that the big selling point of getting the traditional corporate job is the stability that it provides, the stability of a salary. However, at what cost? At what cost? Well, first of all, traditional jobs would keep you for like 9 hours a day, 5 days a week. There's 24 hours in a day, so that's like a third of your day, more than a third of your day spent working for someone else. And there's 7 days a week, so that's like, mm, what's five divided by seven? Let's just say 80-ish% of the week. 5 out of 7 days, you belong to someone. And the 2 days that you're free, that's the only limited time frame that you allow yourself to let loose, do whatever you want, be creative. But you can't even do that because you're so tired from the last 5 days. That is the reality for a lot of people. I chose to leave that setup because uh I want to do something that I actually like. I feel like I've wasted my youth on this path that older generations have created. For the most part, it benefited. Yeah, it benefited me too. I had opportunities, training, and whatever. But I don't think it's worth it. It doesn't align with what I want in life. Like I said, I'm surviving, but I'm not thriving. Do you guys want that kind of life? You're alive. You're breathing. You're eating. You can buy stuff that you want, but your life is not your own. Are you guys happy with that kind of life? I'm not. But here I am. I'm trying to do something about it. I went to YouTube. And for the most part, I have what I didn't when I was still working at corporate. I am finally able to have the flexibility that I want. Work whenever I want, take a break whenever I want, do whatever I want, have creative ownership, creative freedom, all of that. I have everything that I wanted when I still had my corporate job, but the one thing that I couldn't have is financial stability. It's like one or the other. At least for me. You get you obey, you follow your traditional route, you get financially stable, I guess, but you're overworked to death, and it's like you're in this trap that you can't get out of. Or you could do whatever you want, follow your passion, and then you're at the mercy of people who will, you know, who will decide if you're deserving or not for an opportunity. I guess the things that are worth having aren't easy. It requires some form of sacrifice to get there. I don't know. I'm questioning if it's all worth it. Should I just pack up, stop PSN, and go back to? Should I just stop whatever this is that I'm doing and just go back to corporate, stay miserable? I don't know. I don't know. Should I just pack up? I refuse to believe that I was born to be a corporate slave, to make money, just so I could help my family survive. Is that really the reason why I was born? Just to make money? I don't think so. I always tell people pursue your passions or pursue what you love. But I'm doing that and it's so hard financially. I give my life force to PSN. I disregard, like at least in the last couple of months, I've been disregarding sleep. I just wake up, I look at my YouTube analytics. This is the time that People are my community is online, so that's when I'll stream. 9 p.m. to 12 midnight stream. I should be sleeping. Meh. This is when they're online. I'll just go online in hopes to serve them as best as I could, and also in hopes that I get taken care of when I'm in need. Again, I believe that uh, you deserve what you give. And to me, I give my all, like unconditionally. Pretty much no boundaries. If somebody asks me for something, it doesn't matter what I'm doing, I do my best to like answer right away, make myself available. But when I'm the one in need, gosh, I practically have to beg. And again, this is not like a dig at my community. Like, hell no. I am happy to do what you ask of me. Let me just make that very clear. I am just frustrated at the fact that I have to work so much for so little. That's it. Okay. That's. I think that should be clear. What am I supposed to do? PSN is what I want to do for a living, but I don't make enough money. Because for starters, YouTube would take half of whatever I earn without fail. And I imagine that people are attracted to my live streams because practically it's free. I EV train Pokemon for free. I grind for people so they don't have to. I give everything for free. What would happen if I start charging for the things that I've done normally for free? Like I said, I wouldn't want to alienate my community, but I wouldn't want them asking like parents for money as well because that's not right. What am I gonna do? How will I survive doing this for free? Internet is not free, electricity is not free, living is not free. What am I gonna do? It took me a while to get monetized because when I created the YouTube channel in 2020, I had a full-time job that I had to like do with the YouTube stuff. I could go back to that, but I know for a fact that I'll be miserable the entire time. So what do I do? I don't know. Of course I'll figure it out. Like if I'm going to be miserable, I'd rather be miserable doing this. Like I'd rather sacrifice for this because for PSN because it's something that I've chosen to do. It's what I would live and die for this. Instead of a corporate job that does provide me like financial stability but at the cost of everything else, my creative freedom, my mental health, my youth. I don't I want to We have a very limited time on this earth. 70 to 80 years is the expected lifespan unless you die earlier from a disease or an accident or whatever. I want no regrets, okay? If I have to beg for money just to exist, just to survive, so be it. I don't care. I will do PSN. Hopefully attract people with money. Yes, I don't care about formalities anymore. I would like to get paid adequately for what I do. Just tell me what I need to do. so that you're willing and able to pay me so I could pay my bills. Because YouTube is bleeding me dry with how the profit sharing, yeah, with how the profit sharing is established. I do not have connections. I do everything myself. I'm honest and I truly want to provide value to people. I hope I'm doing that. I just need money, really, to survive, to take care of my bills. I don't ask for much. I just want to live comfortably, is all. Wow, that's really. I understand that this is one of the uglier, uncomfortable things that people don't want to hear. But that really took off a lot of weight on my chest. I have a lot of like YouTube stuff lined up that I can't get started because it's heavy on the inside. I'm happy to have let that all out because it's the truth. I'm doing this for free. I think I'm making a lot of people happy, but I barely survive because I get paid so little. If you want me to keep doing this, I'm gonna need your help, whatever that may be. Sharing the channel, actually giving me money, supporting whatever, I don't know. If you want me to continue doing this, help me however you can. It doesn't just have to be money. Sharing my content, commenting your content. I don't know. I'm helping myself. Don't get me wrong, but I'll need all the help that I can get if I am to continue doing this. Okay, and a friend. Yeah, help me. If you are willing and able to send financial help, my PayPal account is displayed. The email is thepsnchannel@gmail.com. All lowercase, no spaces. Otherwise, you can comment, share my content, like all that jazz. It's gonna help with the algorithm. All right? Just don't ask money from your parents, please. That was not the intention of this episode. Uh yeah, thank you so much to our channel members for all that they do. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Okay, bye.